Now, providing more analysis about the last recent avoided U.S. government shutdown, we're joined from California by Dr. Ashraf, a world politics analyst. Good evening to you, Dr. Singer, and welcome to Qnews. And we start with the Congress narrowly averting a shutdown. What does this crisis reveal about the dysfunction within the U.S. political system?
It is a cat and mouse game since 1939, where the government, had borrowed $45 million, and currently now it's 103 times since that date till now. So it's reaching now $37 trillion. The U.S. economy is about 27 trillion. So this is a very crucial step for the United States government. So that kind of a challenging between Republican and Democrat never ever solved this problem. Democrats yesterday declared victory for the American people that successfully passing that resolution to prevent government shutdown. It was a. Go ahead, please.
Right. So, how significant is the impact of Trump's influence and Musk's opposition on the government shutdown negotiations?
This is a good point because Trump and Musk, and even now they're mocking on Musk, they calling him President Musk. So this is a very interesting, word as a President Musk. So Musk and Trump and Musk really failed to prevent, the Republicans, voters, and they were asking them not to support this bill, but only 38 Republicans, and this is a bad sign for Trump for next year or after he, is running the U.S. office from January 20th to 25. It's showing clearly that some of his ideas will not really pass easily because not all of the majority of Republicans are going to support him. But what happened? That discussion and that debate between Republican and Democrats showing that Trump and Musk, they were interested in supporting, the rich guys here in the state. But that bill were passed yesterday to keep the government working. That a sign that the majority of the U.S. Congress, either House and Senate, were and are supporting, the people of the United States, not only the rich people, in terms of keeping the nutrition's bills, supporting, the Social Security spending. So the initial framework by Trump and Musk, they were asking, what is the limit of debt ceiling? Not only giving, open check, but you need really to give, I would say, a clearer path, what type of spending the government should run. So Trump and Musk, they were interested in limiting some government spending, as I mentioned, social security, the nutritions, the medical and Medicare. All of that things, are very important for American people. So this is why the Democrats really declared a victory of American people.
Right. So do you think the latest stopgap funding bill can prevent further deadlock, or will the debt ceiling debate dominate next year's agenda?
Will dominate next year. As I mentioned, it's cat and mouse game. Will stay for future. America economy is facing a huge challenge with Trump, definitely, in terms of imposed tariffs. China, Canada, Mexico, and even the European countries. My concern about increasing the level of inflation, and also the U.S. government gonna to require extended, the debt ceiling. So they will not solve this problem. It's I would say it's a built-in problem in the U.S. economy now. It requires uh, a kind of cooperation between Republican and Democrat, excuse me, over the government spending. But but that type of obligation by U.S. government, it's ongoing for spending, supporting Ukraine, supporting Israel, supporting Taiwan, increasing, the military spending budget. It's now about 900 billions, almost 1 trillion next year. So this is mean that United States had a new obligation for it is domination of the domination of the international politics.
Now, given the political or that political turmoil, how do you foresee Speaker Mike Johnson's position evolving in the coming months?
So our speakers, Mike Johnson, are really in a bad situation because he he gave kind of support for this bill. Means that is, he didn't really do enough to listen to Trump in terms of controlling the Republican voters. Seems to me like Johnson, uh, wasn't doing well in terms of opposing this bill. But as I mentioned, it's clear that Republican and Democrat agreed on this bill, and this is not a good sign for Trump. I mean, the future legislations uh, by Trump, or what Trump is requiring and asking to support the rich guys, it seems to me will not really pass easily. Will require additional homework or additional work from Trump to do to convince, the Republican Party. But it was clear that the Republican Party and the Democratic Party agreed on passing this bill, which means some of the next issues next year related to the American interest will not really controlled by Trump or Musk, but it will be controlled by the the desire of Congress or lawmakers in the United States to support the American interest. It doesn't matter, the preference of President Trump or even President Biden now.
Right, that of course remains to be seen. That was Dr. Ashraf Singer, a world politics analyst from California. We thank you so much for your
Thank you.
insights.